Hanging out with some Pepperdine men's basketball players here, Caleb Willis and Josh Lowery. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Now, big seasons for you guys. You guys are prominent roles in the backcourt this season. Big step up from last year. Caleb averaging 8 minutes a game last year, all the way up to 30 minutes a game this year. What has that been like for you, your increased productivity this year?
It's been exciting for me personally, not playing really the last 2 years. And now playing a lot of minutes, it's been an adjustment. You know, you got to take care of your body and just bring your game every night. It's been a dream of what I've been wanting to do for the last 2 years anyway. So
you're doing a great job out there. And Josh, a junior this year, you know, looked upon as a leader, as a younger team here. How's this season been for you, kind of both on the court and off the court as a leader?
I've liked it a lot more. Last year, I wasn't exactly as considered one of the team leaders, of course, with senior Michael Thompson, and Lauren Jackson was one of the upperclassmen too, but he was injured. But I've liked it a lot, on the court and off the court. I look at them like they're like my little brothers, like Hector, Jordan, Ramon, all the young dudes, Nico. So I like it a lot. I like kind of being that older brother figure because I've always been like that older brother figure in my own family. So.
And Josh, you were born and raised up in the Seattle area, played your first couple of years of high school ball up there, and then went down, finished your high school career in Arizona. What was that like, transferring in the middle of high school, finishing your career in Arizona?
It had its pluses and minuses. Of course, I had some good friendships I had to leave behind in Seattle, but I created some new ones in Arizona. We also won a state championship my first year in Arizona too, so that was really rewarding. And then I had a couple big summers, which got me eventually here. So
we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Caleb, similar story for you. I mean, you played your first year of high school ball in Illinois and then went down to Georgia. Talk a little bit about that change for you.
It was a big change going from a small country town to the big city, leaving your family and friends that you've grown up with, not knowing anyone in Atlanta. So it was a big adjustment, but I'm glad my parents made the move. Because if they didn't, I wouldn't be here probably. But I loved it. I enjoyed it.
And Caleb, you also lettered in football and tennis in high school. So if it wasn't basketball, I know basketball was your main sport, but if it wasn't, which one of those, football or tennis?
Well, I didn't play tennis till my senior year, so, and I went to state, ironically.
Went to state?
In doubles.
Okay.
I was pretty good. But I think I'd be probably playing football if I didn't play basketball.
What position were you in high school?
Tight end and wide receiver. Nice. I was a big tight end and wide receiver. So.
Yeah. Well, after the basketball season, we'll look for you up on the tennis courts maybe, up there for Pepperdine men's tennis.
Yeah, you should come play me sometime.
And there we go. Yeah, we'll get a little all access. You know, Caleb Willis on the other court, on the blue and green court, or blue and orange.
Yeah, definitely.
What it is now. Josh, you mentioned your family, 5 brothers in your family. I know family is a very important part of your life. Speak a little bit about that.
For me, family is really everything. My mom is like my hero. I really look up to her big time. I have 5 brothers. Originally, I only grew up with like 2 of them. One is older and one's younger, and the rest are all younger actually. But I've always kind of feeling like the oldest, I guess. So I don't know. Being here and doing what I'm doing, I'm trying to like show them or be an example to them as of how they're supposed to be as far as graduating high school, getting to college, eventually graduating college, and basketball is all a part of that too. But I want them to look up to me for more than just athletics. So grades, I always text my younger brother like, how's your grades, like how you doing in school, like take care of mom and all that. So I'm trying to pave the way for them.
That's great. It sounds like your family life has translated to the basketball family, as you mentioned, kind of with these the freshmen coming in. You have an experience with them, with your own family. That's great. Now, you two are roommates, been roommates since freshman year, and so we're gonna get some dirt here, for Caleb and for Josh. We'll start off. When you guys are back, long day, practice, games. What's the favorite activity up in the Caleb and Josh residence?
Well,
Madden. I beat him on a regular basis.
He considers to play Madden. I'm not too much of a football guy myself. I'd like to play.
You wanted to play, you said.
Exactly. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Exactly. Like I'm saying, we're playing Madden 11. It is 2012.
Sure is.
If I'm not mistaken, we're not playing Madden 12, but I mean, he beats me. He beats me all the time. I can't get past the Baltimore Ravens for some reason. Even though he got what I call the Super Vic. which he's like a 96. We updated his skills.
I basically created Michael Vick on that game.
Michael Vick is a 96.
Not on the game. He's a 73 on the game originally, and I created him for my franchise or whatever.
Right.
But of course, that's the Vic he uses, the 96
It is
Vic.
Madden 11, people.
And he
still
loses.
got out of jail, people. He's making a comeback at that time.
He still loses.
Right. So your team is your team the Ravens?
Yeah, Ravens. My Seahawks, they're not doing too well.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a big time Ravens fan. I've always been.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis, A. Reed, all those guys.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard not to be a fan. Caleb, do you mix it up or do you have a go-to team? Because it's clearly not working too great. It sounds like for you.
I roll with the Eagles.
Eagles.
I don't really have a football team. You know,
Okay.
I'm more of a 2K12 guy.
Okay.
You know.
Now, what's the cooking arrangement like? Do you guys go in together for dinners? Do you guys do your own separate thing? Is one of you the chef and the other just kind of tags along?
I like to chef it up in the kitchen.
Okay.
Every now and then, I like to cook.
Yeah.
You know, my mom, man, you know, she taught me very well. You know, taught me how to cook. So I like to cook. You know, and whenever I cook some stuff for myself, I cook it up for him a little bit.
Josh just magically
Yeah,
appears,
he-
right?
yeah,
out
Whenever
of
you're
nowhere.
machine,
Sometimes
Josh is
I
like,
catch him in my food. Sometimes you know he eats like a bear, so I try to limit him on what he eats of my food. You know.
I can eat a lot. Yeah, he does cook. He's a good cook too. I will give you a props on that.
you go.
And I got some of Mom's little recipes. I cooked some bean dish over the summer and stuff like that.
That's a bomb bean dish.
Yeah.
over the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are in January, but we're reminiscing to that bean dip that Josh made in the summer.
I got the recipes. Like the bean dish is like all like homemade or whatever. So I had to go get like 5 different type of beans. I have to cook up some hamburger meat, all that. It's time consuming.
Yeah, that sounds like a production.
It's time consuming. My meals are time
Wait a
consuming.
minute, summer, January. I don't think it takes 6, maybe 5 months to go get all the
It's just
ingredients.
time. And I make my cornbread. It's homemade cornbread. It's like my mom's recipe, so it's really delicious. So it takes longer than just throwing like pre-cooked stuff in the oven. Like
Once again, it doesn't
Caleb
take
does.
5 months. There's a Ralph 2 minutes away.
So I'm gonna say, Josh, what is your favorite dish that Caleb?
I'll have to say it's dirty rice with his homemade little fried chicken he does. He cooks some little chicken in the oven, some dirty rice. It's good. It's delicious.
Just nodding approval over
Yeah.
there, right? Yeah. Is that one of your favorites? Your personal?
Yeah, that's my personal favorite. My mom taught me how to cook some fried chicken in the oven. It's really, really good.
Okay, now it's time. What are the worst habits? Well, Caleb, we'll start with you. What's Josh's worst habit that you've picked up living with him?
Well, he likes to snore and talk in his sleep. I don't know why, but it's kind of disturbing because while I'm trying to sleep, I like to watch my movies on Netflix. Well, I'm a Netflix person, so
Okay.
I like staring, and I don't really.
Like falling asleep.
I don't like the extras. You know how you go to a movie theater, they don't like the extras in the theater, so he's kind of an extra noise that I don't like. But
It muffles the noise when you're trying.
right. Glad I got my
watch your
Dre
Netflix.
Beats now. I got some Dre Beats now, and it can noise cancel him out. You know.
All right, Josh, it's your turn.
We already named his worst habit. The whole watching the movie thing every time you had to go to sleep is really extremely ignoring. I have to be like, Caleb, hey, can you put your headphones in all the time because it's loud. I'm trying
You
to
didn't
go
have
to sleep.
headphones before?
He did, but they're still loud.
You still hear it all.
It wasn't the case.
They weren't. Yeah,
It was
they weren't.
loud. I'm like, I'm trying to sleep over here. It's like noise, movies and stuff. He likes Monk. I don't know why. It's just
You
bad.
never seen Monk?
Yeah, I haven't seen much of Monk. No,
You
but
know,
it's a
he doesn't
favorite
watch it.
program of
Yeah,
yours.
it's my favorite program on
Okay.
USA Network.
What is it about Monk that attracts you to it?
I don't know. He's a peculiar dude. He has all these different things that he's afraid of, all these phobias,
Yeah.
and it's crazy. I don't know why. It's just funny to me that he has all these phobias and he solves all these crimes. I think it's just personally funny to me.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Hanging out with Pepperdine men's basketball, Caleb Willis and Josh Lowery, Staples in the backcourt, and getting to know them a little bit better off the court. Roommates, best friends, and
he'd probably be
teammates.
my best man at my wedding.
There you go. Oh, how sweet is that? All right. Well,
I
hey
would
guys.
invite him to my wedding, but he probably try to pick up all the bridesmaids and stuff. So I can't even do that.
You know, you're gonna save the bridesmaids from Caleb Willis.
Exactly.
Up in that tuxedo.
All right. Excited about that day. All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for joining us. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.